is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening.
This is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
We'll go to NXT. I'll go to the CWC.
Hell yeah.
We'll be at 205 Live.
I can truly say that I have the whole damn world in my hand.
Goodbye and good night.
Hey, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on thebrokeninfinite.com, podomatic.com, iTunes, and wherever else you may find this fine audio recording, and live on YouTube.com and Twitch.tv's official YouTube streaming channels. We talk about professional wrestling both in the mainstream and the independent scene. My name is Matty Jay, that's TWK.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm TWK of TWK Reviews, and I'm here to entertain you once again.
I don't know, T-Dub, you get the feeling this was kind of like a mixed bag this week?
A little bit.
You know, there was some good stuff. You know, the club was back for another week of things.
Yep.
And they went over.
Yep.
And SmackDown, Dan O'Brien continues to give not one single fuck.
Yep.
Their handicap matches. The mixed match challenge is going to be a thing.
Yep.
And there's a simple thing. NXT happened, and of course Impact Wrestling happened, and then things started getting crazy.
Yep.
To the point where we got you know, it is spoilers, but it's been reported by everybody, including the official source. We got a new world champ and two former champions. And one of them is forced to retire, and one decided to call it a career.
What a world we're living in the past 24 hours.
I know. That's the crazy part. The last three things I mentioned last 24 to 48 hours. That's how crazy it is.
I say so tonight we have the big news in the first segment. Second segment, your emails as usual. And in the third segment, it is our top 5 Mark Henry moments.
Moments in matches, but moments in general, because we have to celebrate the career of one Mark Henry in general. So we got to do that. So we're doing a Wrestle-Cast countdown this evening, ladies and gents. Very much looking forward to it.
And as far as the whole why we're not doing it for Paige, we're waiting for official confirmation from WWE themselves.
Yeah, this is going to be plus. It's still fresh, but if it's true, damn. That's all I'm going to say there. Also, very quiet in the chat tonight, isn't it? Oh, there we go. We got some people. Now we got some people coming in. There you go.
Hi, Super Sentai Hero.
Anyway, while everyone's walking in on the thing, I think it's a good idea to go over the clip of the week. It's a short one because I literally found it about a couple hours ago. For those who follow Matt Hardy's, Woken Matt Hardy's shenanigans on his YouTube channel, he posted another video today. Hi, Evil Rev. Anyway, so for those who follow Matt Hardy's particular shenanigans on YouTube, you released another video. It was very quiet, but at the very end, you got a little bit of surprise, a little bit of a teaser, I guess you could say. And it went out like this. It's very short, so I'm gonna cut out and I'm gonna hit the button, and we're gonna be right back. Like literally in like 15 seconds. And then there you go. Yeah, let me turn on the mic and they'll let me hit the button.
Vanguard 1! I knew you'd come! Yeah!
I told you 15 seconds. But yeah, there it is. And of Matt Hardy's newest YouTube video, a flight around the compound, a very familiar drone flight. Vanguard 1, I knew you'd come. And, you know, it's funny that I found this little video because I think we could start there.
Sure, why not?
Hell hath frozen over.
Yeah,
In my case
Hardy,
again.
yeah, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Hardy tweeted a picture earlier this week of him and Ed Nordenhold shaking hands. So apparently that whole thing is now officially done with. Officially,
yes.
So now we can officially start seeing even more parts of the Broken Universe make their way to Raw, which is good because Broken or Woken Matt Hardy, whatever you want to call it, it's more than just the laugh. Way more.
It's way more than just a laugh. You're just getting a taste of the crazy.
Yeah, anyone who's never watched any of the Broken Matt Hardy stuff from Impact, tip of the iceberg.
Tip of the... Oh. First off, YouTube, the final deletion. That'll explain a whole lot of what you're about to get.
I can only hope that this also leads to the return of the nefarious one, Brother Nero.
Oh, it's only a matter of injuries healing up in that case, obviously.
Indeed. And I believe that is an unfortunate segue to our first official news story.
Yeah, speaking of injuries, oh boy. So, you remember that bump poor Paige took at, I believe it was Madison Square Garden? It was a six-woman tag. It was a six-woman tag where she got kicked. And apparently that kick, as inoffensive as it was, as unintentionally harmful as it was, and it was unintentional.
From what I'm hearing, it wasn't so much the kick, but maybe the bump afterwards.
The bump afterwards, yeah.
I haven't watched it myself because I don't really like to see career-ending injuries.
No, but it's one of those things. But we saw it at the time. I saw it at the time where it was just a bad stinger or just a bad bump, and well, yeah, she lost feelings in her hands, and then of course they called off the match. But, yeah. So obviously, Paige, because of that particular bump and more tests have revealed. Reportedly, it's not been officially announced by WWE, but yeah, Paige's career is pretty much hanging by a thread, if not over already. Yeah,
according to I believe it was Meltzer that broke the story.
Meltzer broke it, yeah.
Apparently,
PW Insider and Meltzer.
PW Insider. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Apparently, it's similar to Edge's injury, which doesn't really surprise me because if anyone who's followed Paige's career knows that when she got into WWE, they discovered that she had a spinal sclerosis, I think it's what it's called.
Yeah.
So essentially, like, even from that point,
the first neck injury was bad, but that particular bump a couple of weeks ago was pretty much the straw that probably broke the camel's back in this case. And for those wondering, what bump took Edge, it wasn't the WrestleMania match. It was just a regular spear on the outside that did him in. So, it's one of those regular bumps you take 100 times, you take it wrong, or just take it for whatever reason, and something just snaps.
Yeah, I'm always reminded of the time John Cena got injured. I think he was giving a hip toss to Mr. Anderson.
Yeah. I think that's hip toss, and it was a torn pectoral muscle.
Yeah.
That's
sometimes it's just the most random things. Like Triple H got injured for like 9 months because he
broke up the walls of Jericho.
Yeah, like he wasn't even doing anything excruciating. He was just running, and it just happened to possibly land.
He ran, blocked the thing, and as soon as he planted that foot to push Jericho off to break the Boston Crab, you could see the leg just snap. Like they pointed out, it's one of those infamous. You could see the injury right there. Another. Now, of course, the other time was just finishing up a spine buster.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the most random things. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird. Like, you've seen people do all these dangerous stunts. Yeah, it's the most innocuous motions that get people injured sometimes.
It's like you could do the highest spot ever and just be fine. Just a little bit of, bruised and stiff for a couple of weeks, but you'll be fine otherwise. And it's just that one spear or that bump from taking a kick, Yeah,
so if it does turn out that this is the end of Paige's career, it is really sad, and I hope that she does find some hope she finds some work that she can do, because she is really talented. Maybe she can be a manager.
She's a decent talker.
Yeah, and she is still very over. Like, when she made her return, that crowd lit up.
That crowd popped. So
there's still a lot of marketability in her. So
Dizzy Storms, no, we're just talking about Paige's basically resulting from a couple weeks ago from the injury that she might have sustained, or I guess just another recurring part, I guess.
Yeah, really sad. One thing that isn't as sad though is Mark Henry calling it a career, but hey, it was his choice at the very least.
It was his choice. Yeah, he got to choose it. Essentially, he decided not to renew his active career contract, so he might be doing more of behind-the-scenes stuff, or just moving on in general.
Apparently, he's going to become a producer.
I mean, hey, why not?
So, yeah, and his last match was at WrestleMania 33 in the Battle Royal. So
it's one of those things, like, you're in the Battle Royal, why not? It's a good way to call it.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you, Mark Henry, for a great career. And some other bad news. Samoa Joe injury. Looks like he's going to be out for a couple months.
It was the knee, wasn't it?
Possibly. I can't remember exactly what his injury was. I could have sworn it was his foot. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, foot. Something in the leg. And I'm like, and he just won. He won the foot with the... How ironic that it's like... It almost seems kayfabe-ish of WWE, because the timing of the injury could not have been worse.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like he'll be out for until mid-March. But hopefully he'll be back for Mania, because like the fact that he wasn't on WrestleMania last year was a bit eyebrow-raising.
Oh, yeah. And this year he's got to miss... Yeah, he was a healthy scratch for Mania last year.
Yeah, but he was just like a bit player in the Triple H Seth Rollins feud at that time. So hopefully, if he's healthy enough by mid-March, that means he'll be able to make it for Mania, and they can put him in a good match, because he is that good.
He needs to be a Mania. Yeah, at least one Mania, for God's sakes. At least. But, it is what it is. That's Jason. And, of course, for those wondering, Enzo Amore's injury looked real enough.
Yeah, but it looks like he'll be fine enough for the Rumble.
He'll be fine enough. Maybe a sprained ankle.
Yeah, because it was just announced today, I believe, that he's going to be defending the Cruiserweight title against Cedric Alexander at the Rumble. And hopefully they don't put it on the pre-show.
Yep.
No title matches on the pre-show. Stop doing that. Stop it.
Stop it.
You want some good news, Matty?
Yeah, I think we need some good news.
Looks like the reporting was misquoted or mistyped, because Raw will not be 5 hours for the 25th anniversary.
Oh, thank God. How scared were you when you saw that 5-hour number at first?
I was like, what the hell is going on? Why?
I know.
Why?
Why? Like, I understand you got literally too much show for a 3-hour show, but again, you got a 3-hour flipping show.
Also, there's like 20 legends showing up.
Yeah, and you're doing the whole simulcast bit, so Oh God! What? Oh God! What if they do the Intercontinental title at the Hammerstein Ballroom?
That would be awesome. They should totally
Awesome
do
and
that.
also scary if you're a member of the FCC. So many F-bombs.
Well, they've never censored the crowd before.
True. But you know there's that one tightwad that's just ready to hit the button. Anyway.
So I guess at this point we can talk about the Mixed Match Challenge!
Yeah! The bracket got released. So essentially everyone there's one team from Raw, one team from SmackDown. They're facing each other, and it's going to happen for like 6 or 7 people now. Something like that.
Let's see. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. Let's see.
12 teams.
12 teams. Aha, there we go.
Yep, and there's cool. And one of the brackets is going to be a second chance fan vote for one of the losing teams. And each team will be representing a different charity from what I read.
Yep. Let's see. I had it on the phone real quick. Let me adjust the gimmick so you folks can see. And this is a good idea to show this now because we're gonna run around with the thing. I'll give a few things. It's gonna be show and tell for this little thing. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that's a little big there. That is just a tad bit big. There we go. So it is. So it's Balor and Banks taking on Shinsuke and Natalya. The Miz, Asuka taking on Big E, Carmella. Strowman and Bliss taking on Zayn and Lynch. Goldust and Fox taking on Uso and Naomi. Elias, who replaced Samoa Joe in the thing. And Bayley taking on the couple of Rusev and Lana. Cruz and Nia Jax are taking on Rude and the Lady Flair. And as you see right there, let me see if there it is. If you see right here, there's a second chance fan vote, and the semifinal.
Yep. So if one of the teams gets eliminated, they still have a chance.
There you go.
A true underdog story that would be.
Yes.
By the way, I absolutely love all the different vignettes that they've been using to hype this up. Like, it's so cheesy, so amazing. I love it.
So cheesy, and yes.
Especially the training montage with Carmella and the New Day.
Love that, by the way. That was awesome.
Also, the Sami Zayn wearing a disguise to show up to surprise Becky Lynch was awesome as well.
Oh, God, yeah.
There's so many good ones.
There's some good ones. Of course, Asuka shows up with a big fat limo.
Yeah, for some reason.
And Miz going, I'm winning the mixed we are winning the mixed match challenge.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you're undefeated. We're winning. Yay. I know how kayfabe works. You're not losing anytime soon.
Right? And Asuka going, nobody's ready for Asuka.
By the way, I'd like to note to whoever wrote that stupid line for Nia Jax.
Boo. Just
whoever wrote that. Just why?
Also, boo.
How did that get approved? Asuka clearly speaks English.
Yeah. That is flipping weird.
One thing that is slightly weird is Impact is now going back to a 4-sided ring.
From what I've read, it's a decision between Don Callis and Scott D'Amore, who are the essentially the new head honchos of the place, and it was held with a wrestler vote about it. They went to the wrestlers and said, "Hey, listen, we don't want to piss off the fans, but at the same time, we care about you guys. What do you guys want?" And pretty much the vote was allegedly unanimous. Let's go back to 4 sides.
Makes sense, because from what I've heard, the 4-side ring is a lot softer than 6.
And the 6-sided ring is stiff as balls.
And most people are used to working with the 4-sided ring. Although I am going to miss the 6-sided ring because it sort of gave Impact a unique look.
But I think at this point, even Callis and D'Amore look at us. Yeah, this was done for a look, and that's it. You know, you need some more substance.
It was done for that, and it kind of worked for their X division.
Yeah,
because it made it.
It made the ring was slightly smaller, in a sense.
Yeah, it was essentially used to help the X division guys, because I think it was something to do with the ropes being tighter, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I will say this though, I was glad I got to see the 6-sided ring before they switched back to 4 sides. I will say this. No, that's all I gotta say. I'm just glad I got to see it before they decided to go back to 4 sides.
Indeed. Yeah. And some news that was spoiled today. Damn you, Internet.
Well, then again, this Impact Wrestling, I believe, spoiled
they spoiled it themselves?
Well. They announced it themselves, I think, yeah.
Fuck. So, Austin Aries is back.
Austin Aries returned to Impact during the recent round of tapings, speaking of that 4-sided ring.
Yeah, by the way, good job, WWE. You know, when he signed with them, I thought, okay, this is it. Austin Aries is never going back to Impact. He's going to live out the rest of his career here and just make tons of money.
Oh, no. He's going to makes tons of money and headline many WrestleManias.
I didn't think that much. I didn't think he was going to headline WrestleMania. I thought, you know what, he'll probably be in the upper mid-card area at most. But I thought, he'd be, find himself a healthy role. But apparently, nope, stuck in the Cruiserweight division. And apparently Crave didn't have much for him.
Also,
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
So, Impact, capitalizing on that, gave themselves a talent that's currently making waves in the independent scene. Got Austin Aries.
And LPH brought it up in the chat. Yeah, apparently he's in the mix. He's in the fairly Impact is on Twitch.
So that's good. That'll probably get them a pretty decent audience, hopefully. It's definitely more reachable than Pop TV.
Yup. Anyway, so there it is. I wanted to show that, folks. Let's get back to the thing and get to the next thing.
Let's see. On the episode Impact that I missed because Power was out last week, LAX won back the tag belts, and Ishimori won the X Division belt.
Yeah.
And next week, we're going to be seeing the match that I believe the final set of tapings for Ottawa, which included the barbed wire massacre match between LAX and OVE.
I believe, wasn't it? They did film something for Genesis. I don't know. Was that it?
Possibly. I do know that Matty Jay was there, and I believe it was for their last day of tapings.
Yeah. I was not there for the last day of tapings, for those who don't know. So.
Yeah, you weren't. I did not see you on TV.
Yeah. I think I was there for. I think I was there for a couple episodes, 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Were you there when LAX won back the tag belts?
No.
So this last week was starting with the final day of tapings then.
Yeah. They make them things last a long while, though.
Yeah, thanks to the fact they're showcasing archive footage for their network. They're showcasing wrestlers at independent companies. And just and also showing the wrestlers at their different partner companies all over the world, like in AAA, Crash, and Noah.
Mm-hmm.
So they definitely have a lot of footage that they can burn through to make sure each TV taping lasts as long as possible.
Which makes sense.
Also, apparently their latest Impact tapings was in Florida.
Yeah, back, I think, in Orlando.
So I guess this partnership, this new head honchos of Scott D'Amore and Don Callis got them like some sort of funding to do Orlando tapings again, I guess.
My guess is they're going to Orlando for the first bit, and then they're gonna. The intention is to travel around. Which,
because I thought they were going to stay in Ottawa.
I know they're coming back to Canada. I know that. But
Cool.
I mean, Anthem is technically a Canadian company, but maybe it's a deal. I don't know.
And here Rev is coming up with different names for all the different mixed match challenge tag teams.
Golden Fox. The Golden Fox Productions taking on
the Fatu family.
The Fatu family. Hollywood Empire versus Too Legit. Boss Club versus The Strongest Alliance. Go Team Braun and Alexa. It's the Fatu family. Mean Streak versus Steamrollers.
And a final bit of news tonight. Yeah. The All-In event has been announced via Twitter at all_in_2018. And
there's a thing right there. Oh, wait, who put the Wrestle-Cast logo on there?
Oh, wait.
Nah, it's just me. I'm just
did you actually put that on Twitter?
No, I didn't. I'm just fucking with you.
I was hoping you actually made your own custom version.
Check the stream.
I've been seeing people making their own versions of that.
I'm like, by the way, I just put that as a joke in for you folks just to chuckle. But I'm like, what if? Well,
we don't know where it's taking place, but we do know it's taking place on September 1st of this year.
Yes.
And that in a future episode of Being the Elite, we don't know which one upcoming. We know it's not going to be the next one. They've already announced that. But sometime in a future episode of Being the Elite, they'll announce which arena it will take place in.
Which, fuck yeah.
And of course, the comments went wild. There's a lot of people hoping for California, a lot of people hoping for Chicago, a lot of people hoping for Toronto. So where's it going to be? Who knows?
All I can tell you is if it's in Toronto, I'm fucking going. I don't care. I don't care if I'm fucking broke at that. I am fucking going to that. I am helping to fill out that 10,000 seater.
Speaking of Canada, what'd you think of EC3's Canada comments? Where he says that Matt Sydal, maybe he should play he choked so much, maybe he should play center for the Ottawa Senators.
I will say this. Normally that'd be heel heat. But right now, it's funny because it's fucking true.
Oh. Did he choke, actually?
No. I'm just saying that the joke itself, it's funny.
Yes, it is.
Because the Senators are fucking choking right now. The Montreal Canadiens are fucking choking. You know who isn't choking but it's supposed to be choking? The motherfucking number one Leafs. Toronto's doing good. Anyway. Yeah, that's my bit of hockey bitching for this evening there.
Indeed.
Well, yeah, you never know. There could be a Hammerstein ball. Well, it's not a 10,000 seater in New York. Damn it. Can't be in New York. We will find a place. Or, well, the Bullet Club will.
Yes. Anyways, that is it for all the news that I have this week.
Yeah, we got a couple things to show before we get back to the emails. You show me an Instagram picture and an Instagram video. Speaking of EC3, there's been rumors of him moving, because of his contract, being up for negotiation or whatever. He might be going to the E and everything else. Well, he addressed those this week. There it is. And there's the Instagram. I'll pair up for you folks. There it is.
Hello, I'm EC3. There's been a lot of rumors and speculation about my career in the past couple weeks, and I just wanted to come here and address them head on. The rumors are true. I am the very first male endorser of Pet Legs. That's right, at Pet Legs on Instagram, on Twitter, your pets on your clothing. They do leggings, they do t-shirts, they do it all. So if you love your pets and you want to put them on your body, you go to at Pet Legs. Check it out. There are my cats, Skunk and Clover, close to my heart where I belong. And if you truly, dearly love your pets, you will visit at Pet Legs, use the promo code
There you go. We're not going to advertise that, but yeah. A little bit of funny.
If you want the promo code, you can go to his Instagram account yourself.
Yeah. There you go.
So
and another thing.
I kind of found that I just had to share with Matty. Didn't think you were going to play it tonight, but there you go.
I mean, we need some funny after all the sad stuff, folks. Let's be honest here. Hey, speaking of funny, a couple days ago, I'm watching some YouTube videos, as I usually am. And one of the guys I've subscribed to on YouTube is Kasey Neistat. Well, you won't believe. Oh, LPH, Matty getting that for your dogs. I'm getting that for my sister if I go for that. Then again, the dog would probably eat it. Anyway, so back to the gimmick in hand. So I'm watching Kasey Neistat, and, well, you'll never guess who shows up.
Even up here in first class, they've got a Santa Claus. He's not a very good Santa Claus. Doesn't Santa have a white beard?
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh. There's a lot of white in there, more than I would care to admit, actually.
Jesus, Santa is huge. Never pick a fight with this Santa Claus.
There you go. Yeah, that is indeed Triple H. On the Kasey Neistat gimmick.
Yes, I'm here to help the liberal base, especially if it pisses off my daddy-in-law.
So obviously they're on a plane. Obviously Kasey is on a plane. He's heading back, and Triple H was in Dubai and happened to be on the same plane Kasey Neistat happened to be on. So there you go.
Daddy Vince doesn't like your videos, which makes me like you even more.
Little something for you folks out there.
What about NJPW World, Colt?
Yeah, what about NJPW World? You know, because we know it's awesome. We know that. I know they got Fantastica Mania coming up. I know that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to watch those shows. I think I might wait for New Beginnings.
Yeah, the New Beginning shows. Yeah,
huge rumor. I just remembered. There's a rumor going around that Chris Jericho could be a future challenger for the heavyweight title.
Oh.
If so, he's definitely not going to be in WWE for Mania, if that's the case.
He's not. I mean,
also, from what I can tell, he's not scheduled to face Naito at New Beginnings.
Yeah, I believe I believe they're thinking of scheduling him and Naito for the U.S.-based show in March, from what I've heard.
Oh, that makes sense.
From what I've read. So, that'll be my guess. Anyway. Well, I guess while we await Super Sentai Hero... okay, good. What about NJPW World there, Cultist 62? What about Super Sentai? While he answers that question, I believe it is indeed time for your emails and comments. Other way, you can send them at the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. The New Japan World Awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. Yes. And I am subscribed to it. Matter of fact, LPH helped pay for it. And that's why I thank him for this month. He paid $5 for the long ass show we did a couple of weeks ago. Well, there we go. Thank you, LPH. The Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com is where you send them in. Hey, speaking of LPH, this is where we begin this week. How about that? So this week, Paige's career is dead. Austin Aries is new Impact champion. And Roman Reigns as Brock Lesnar is going to happen. But we already knew that. And the only good news is I'm going to Raw 25. So my winner? I don't know. But my loser is...
Very nice. Are you going to the Barclays or Manhattan Center?
Ooh, wait, which one? I wonder. But anyway, and of course, this loser, speaking of, is MTA. Fuck you, and that's what I think. And that's it on hashtag fuck King Dumbluck.
For some reason, I'm looking on Twitter, and I just reminded of a new Impact signing that happened. You'll never guess who's going to be who also debuted at the Impact tapings.
Oh, who?
I'm a machine!
Nice!
Like, when I saw it, I was like, okay, just bring the whole fucking Lucha Underground roster here.
You might as well.
Also, LPH by BK, I guess he's going to Barclays?
Barclays Center.
All righty then.
Hey, may as well go for it, huh? But then again, Manhattan Center, I'm pretty sure that would cost a pretty ass penny.
Then I'm pretty sure because it's a smaller venue, it probably sells out a lot quicker.
That would be my guess. Anyway. Last up, or goodbye. Well, you know who it is. You know who it is, T-Dub.
Hey, do you mean it's French?
Very nice. Very nice. Hello, Wrestle-Cast. About last week's podcast and the Wrestle Kingdom review, you mentioned the music for Omega, Jericho, and White Tanahashi promo package. Well, it's from the Tekken 7 soundtrack, which includes my favorite, Desperate Struggle. Ooh.
I need to pick up Tekken 7 one of these days. Because, number one, I'm a Tekken fan. And number two, it has New Japan apparel in it, which makes me a happy, happy man.
Ah. Also,
but before I do that, I think I probably will wait for Yakuza 6. By the way, I copied down the codes for some of the wrestlers that they put out.
Aha. Also, $800.
Ooh, those
for Manhattan Center? Jesus.
That is just, I know those tickets can be a little expensive, but wow, WWE, woof. Oof, I say.
Damn.
Also, here's some of the New Japan tickets are mighty expensive as well for the American show.
Yeah. Remind
like, they start at like $40 and go way up from there. Like, I think the first row is a couple hundred.
Yeah.
Like, maybe even more than that. I know it's pretty expensive, and it's like, ooh, they're making pretty penny off of this.
Well, they intend to, and they should, and it's a hot ticket. If you know your people are going to shell for it, why not ask for it?
Oof.
Well, I'm just glad I'll be able to watch it at a decent hour.
Same here.
You know, live and in living color. Hell, I paid my $999 yen. I don't know about you.
Same here.
Damn right. So we'll be watching that fucker live, folks. Let's see. Kind of funny that you couldn't recognize it, since Tekken 7 is written by written in the ring, and is one of their sponsors. But then again, that's what happens when there's a few who knows about fighting games. Yeah, I didn't know.
I know fighting games, at least some of them. I just haven't played Tekken since like Tekken 5. Maybe played a little bit of that.
So basically ages.
It's been a little while.
It's been a while. Anyway, time for this week's review. So, Raw. So, Brawny just killed Lesnar and Kane with the stage thanks to a grappling hook. Why isn't he
that came out of nowhere?
Yet? Huh?
The grappling hook that came out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Also, what was that stand structure doing there anyways? Like, it didn't seem to
they called it a lighting thrust, but I'm like, dude, that was obviously a prop.
And that's wrestling for you.
Yeah, it is wrestling for you. Yep. Oh, well, Balor Club are reunited. Mandy Rose just took the loss for Absolution. What's the point for pushing them? Miz is back with a vengeance on Reigns. The snack bar lost to Titus Worldwide. Why? And Enzo got bloodied by Cedric, who seems relatively happy to win. Via count out? Oh, well, it was an okay show. SmackDown Live, the Royal Rumble, Usos and Benjables are going in a 2 out of 3 fall match. This is going to be hot as hell. As for the rest, Bryan is really trying to be the heel, which wouldn't work. Rawley advanced to the second round of the U.S. title tournament, and I'm still mad at Rusev Day for getting crushed. Bad move. Yeah, by the way, you read about this where, Vince is trying to turn Bryan heel because he didn't want to sign a new contract?
I've heard that as a rumor, but I'll wait and see how things turn out. I did hear one interesting rumor that has me like, ooh, this is interesting. I didn't want to say anything about it because it still feels like too much of...
It is a rumor, so, it's rumor. Take it with a grain of salt, obviously.
This one, take with all the salt, because one of the rumors going around is that Fox, with their new Disney money, is trying to buy WWE.
Yeah, that's what I read too today. Like, the idea was they might be moving to Fox Network if UFC doesn't stick around. But it's like they might purchase a good chunk of WWE. I'm like, Fox buying WWE. I mean, obviously, grain of salt is obviously applied, but, that was a weird thought. And again, I'd rather have Disney buy WWE. They do better by it than Fox. But just me. As for the rest, bad move. NXT, Adam Cole versus Aleister Black at TakeOver Philly. An Extreme Rules match. Take my money. Also, it seems that Lars wants a piece of Big Damo in the near future. I assume that'll cost Killian their future tag title match against Red Dragon, since their match didn't really happen this week. And Shayna Baszler, she killed Dakota Kai in mere minutes. I'll allow it. Winners, The Miz's return on Raw and a good promo by the man himself. Only in the Indies, Pete Dunne will face this month IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Will Ospreay in an IPW Magnificent 7. And later, Defiant Wrestling Champion Austin Aries, yes, he's the new he's the new Defiant Wrestling Champion. And spoilers, he'll get another world title. That is very true. That's very true. Losers, Paige, what happened during the house show in Union Deal? She took a bump face first and got a stinger, and turns out it's worse than expected, to be the point where would not clear, and apparently she might be, quote, done as an in-ring wrestler. If that injury is worse than expected, what a sad way to see a young career ended like that. That's it. That's it. Enjoy your weekend, and see you soon. Well, thank you there, bud. We appreciate that. We do appreciate it, that indeed. Those are your emails and comments of the week, folks. That's it. You can send them to the Wrestle-Cast at gmail.com. We shall return with the Wrestle-Cast countdown. Take a look back at Mark Henry when we come back. Don't go far, folks.
And now a word from our sponsors.
I want to know one thing.
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
Well, the Rock doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
New 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
This is WMOB, Mobile. 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
My brothers taught me about wrestling, but I taught them about eating. So he brought us to Pizza, and it's all-you-can-eat buffet. You get hot, fresh pizza. Thin crust or pan. Plus, there's plenty of spaghetti, garlic toast, and a salad bar. All for a super low price. That's why I'm paying today. Kev, let me pay. I'll pay for this one. You two pay for the pizza to go. Pizza to go? I thought you were full. These are for Dad. Yeah, sure. For pizza out, it's pizza in. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
around. I want you to stay. It's something I want to tell you. I want to tell the boys and the girls in the back. And all of y'all. John, at the rate that you're going to be the greatest WWE champion of all time. And if I had any regrets at all about my career, I've been world heavyweight champion, I've been ECW champion, I've been the strongest man in the world. I've had a lot of success. I mean, nothing like the success that John had, but I think I've done pretty good for myself. Which, thank you. Which leads me to the reason that I'm out here, to formally retire from the active roster of the WWE. Thank y'all. One more match from one of the better crowds that I've been in front of in the last 5 years.
That's the only championship Mark Henry hasn't won.
I'm on the road close to 200 nights a year to my beautiful wife, Jana. I think you'll see more of me than you want to. And to my son, Jacob, who's a fanatical wrestling fan. Some of y'all seen him on Twitter. And my little girl, Joanna, oh, not Mae Young, dummy. To my little girl, Joanna, who cries when I leave home. Baby, I'm coming home.
Back here on the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on thebrokeninfinite.com, podomatic.com, iTunes, podcasting places, live on twitch.tv, and of course, live and on demand on YouTube. Matty Jay and TWK here with you as per the usual situation. Before we hit the actual countdown button, we want to update you on what the charities are for the Mixed Max Challenge. Elias and Baylor are playing for AmeriCares. The Uso family are going for Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Strowman and Alexa, Connor's Cure. Girl Up, which is a United Nations Foundation initiative. That's Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair. Rusev and Lana are going for Global Citizen. Hire Heroes USA for Alicia Fox and Goldust. Kaboom is K-A-B-O-O-M in capital letters. Biggie and Carmella. Make-A-Wish Foundation for Shinsuke Nakamura and Natalya. Rescue Dogs Rock for The Miz and Asuka. UNICEF for Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch. The Special Olympics for Balor and Banks. And Apollo Crews and Nia Jax are going for Susan G. Komen for The Cure. There you go. That's what it is. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, you heard Mark Henry from a few years ago saying his quote-unquote retirement. You know, that clip has a little bit more context now, I think, now, when you think about it. Just a little bit.
Tiny bit.
That being said, ladies and gentlemen, and with that said, it's time for a Wrestle-Cast countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Countdown to insanity. Goodbye reality.
1.
Tick-tock. Let's go! It's the final countdown.
The category this week, appropriately enough, top 5 Mark Henry moments. I mean, he's got a few in there. He's got a long career. We're to kick off with number 5, T-Dub.
For me, it's his tag team run with D'Lo Brown.
Yeah.
Just shame they never won any tag belts, but you know that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah. I decided to get the obvious one out of the way at number 5 because it's going to be in there for a while. The Hand.
I did not put that on my list.
Yeah. His relationship with Mae Young, there was a little bit of goofiness, a little bit of comedy. Of course, the birth of Mark and Mae Young's hand. I mean, it was disgusting and hilarious, I guess you could say.
And what does it even mean?
All I know is that a few years later, there's a grown-up hand now. So there you go. Anyway, number 4.
For me, it's his match against the Big Show at TLC, the chairs match. It was short, sweet, and to the point.
Short, sweet, and there was a big-ass chair.
Yes, like monstrably big.
That's my number 4 as well, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay, then.
There you go.
That ended with Big Show beating Henry, and then Brian cashing in on Big Show after Henry got his revenge.
Pretty much beat the crap out of him. Got his heat back.
Yeah, because Henry ain't going down like no bitch.
No. No, sir. Number 3.
For me is the debut of the WWE ECW title.
Yeah.
The big platinum or silver, whatever you want to call it, belt. The big one.
The big one. They actually got the belt and made an actual extension of the belt so that Henry could wear it to the ring.
Yeah, around his waist. Even though I think it's cool just when he wears a belt around his shoulder.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's what big guys should do. Wear a belt around your shoulder because it makes you look cool. And that's just a big man thing. Like Samoa Joe, he always wears a belt around his shoulder.
Yeah. And to be fair, the belt looked very good on him. And we're simpatico here. I have that as my number 3 as well. Like, I have not seen his stuff either. So I'm like, what kind of moments? I'm like, you know what? The fact that he debuted that WWE ECW title was actually cool. And it was big enough that it actually looked good on him, which is, you know.
Yeah, he had a big old belly.
He had a big old belly and actually looked like a championship. Looked like like a modernized Andre the Giant belt. You know what I mean?
I suppose so.
In a sense. You know, for those who don't know, they made an actual belt around WrestleMania 3. Where if Andre wins, this is the belt he's going to wear. And it was actually a big motherfucker.
Because the WWF title at the time.
Yep.
Old WWF title design, they haven't gone to the Winged Eagle belt yet?
No, they have not.
I believe that they debuted that around WrestleMania 4, right?
I believe they did, yeah. WrestleMania 3. WrestleMania 3. It was Hogan Andre.
Yeah, and that one had like still the old design before the Winged Eagle, right?
And before the Winged Eagle, and then WrestleMania 4 for the tournament was the Winged Eagle. Yeah.
All right, cool. Just made sure. Get my timeline right in my head.
Yeah. By the way, we dropped a few frames. They didn't hear it, but they actually went back, which is kind of nice. Skype is weird. Anyway, number 2.
Number 2 is that fake retirement speech. It was really good. He came out with a salmon-colored suit. He suckered everyone in because throughout the entire day leading up to that, there was rumors about his retirement, and they felt legit. And then he cut that speech, and then he just lays out John Cena. He's like, "I'm not retiring. I'm coming after your belt." I'm like, "Oh shit!
I got more left in the tank." My number 2 is when he bench pressed a freaking Hummer.
Oh, that was nice.
SmackDown. It was like a random moment. He was wearing a black glass shirt, and it was like full of cement blocks, and he flipped the fucker like it was nothing. And it got a big pop too.
Yeah, his feats of strength always do. Like there was a promo here when I went to North Carolina for a SmackDown taping, and they showed him dragging like a truck across the line. It was only like a few feet, but the fact he was able to move, it was just like, holy fuck, that got a huge pop out of the crowd.
Yeah.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, he is legitimately strong. He legitimately still holds some records for strength records. Like, he still holds some of those.
When he came back, and I think it was that was moment for 2003, 2004, he legitimately was the strongest man in the world, according to certain official remarks.
Yeah, certain official records he still holds to this day, which is insane.
I know, right?
Especially when you hear people talk about him, talking about how he is apparently like one of the cuddliest, nicest guys ever. He's like a giant teddy bear.
Who could bench press a house.
I believe The Rock always called him Silverback.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, number 1. What is your number 1?
For me, it is him winning the world title from Randy Orton because no one saw it coming.
Yeah, no one.
Like, he had a match against Sheamus at SummerSlam, which was pretty good. And then he goes into this match against Orton, and he just wins clean. He just beats him clean in the middle of the ring with a slam. And it's just like, holy fuck. And then he keeps it for quite a few months. Like, he keeps it from September until December.
He got a good run out of it.
Yeah, it's a nice, decent run. I would have liked to have seen him with at least one more world title, and that's easily my favorite moment of Mark Henry, the Hall of Pain era.
And Fireball Disaster, we talked about it in the first segment. It's all but confirmed by WWE that it is, yeah.
Yeah, we're just waiting for WWE to say the official word, and I'm assuming they're going to wait until Monday to make it official.
They're waiting until Monday to actually say something about it, but it's been reported by multiple reliable sources. It's looking bad. Let's put it that way. It ain't looking good.
If her career isn't over, then it's on the very, very edge. Then, unfortunately,
let's put it this way: I don't think WWE is going to want to put her back in the ring in the first place. So, anyway, for my number 1 for Mark Henry moment, I had the retirement speech at number 1.
All right,
the whole room, the rumors, they worked Twitter, the internet, and everything, and he shows up with the Puss the Boots on the stage. Everyone's all sappy. Cena gives him a chance to hold the championship he never held. Oh, it was so good. So good.
Yeah, easily one of the best promos of all time.
Yeah.
And Yvonne Paige is only 25.
Yeah, 25, yeah.
She's younger than us. Jesus, and she's already being forced to retire. It's just, this is incredibly sad.
I can't think of anything else. It is sad.
The Mark Henry promo was amazing.
Yes. Yes, it was. Anyway, you want to do winners and losers?
Let's do it.
It's going to be a short show. I warned you it's going to be a short show, folks. But then again, we went from legit 4 to 4.5 to about 2.5 hours. Now we're about down to an hour. I swear to God, we'll get better by next week and the next one after that.
This works for me because I got a super early staff meeting tomorrow, so this works for me.
Yeah. So there you go. And I could chill out, watch some more videos. Actually, I'm thinking about it. Let me set up a thing. Before we do winners and losers, I'm actually getting a new setup tomorrow, this weekend, or hopefully by the end of the weekend. And I actually had to trade my TV, which I use as my external monitor. My grandmother needs it. She needs a smaller TV, and she said, "Well, would you be willing to trade for your TV for my 48-incher?" And I said, I will need a wall mount, but yes, I would be willing to yes. That would be a yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, madam. So, I don't have the new thing now, but let me just, you'll probably see it on the thing. There we go. Hello. Let me do some adjustments here, so you guys still see. So right now, if you watch on the stream live or on demand, this is, I kid you not, the temporary television. You have an idea? This is my hand. Actually, there's one of my cue cards. Nice little cute little 17-incher while I'm waiting for the manual labor to come in and install the
17-inch TV.
Yeah,
that's smaller than a computer monitor, I think.
It's about as big as my. It's about a little smaller than my computer monitor than the laptop monitor. But hey, you know what? I said I will do it. It's only in temporary measure because I'm getting a 48-inch monster.
All right, that's a lot better.
So yeah, you know, we needed a way to. I need something. An external monitor, because a lot of my setup does rely on having an external monitor. So there you go. I'm getting a 48-inch external monitor in about a week, or it's actually in the house. My dad isn't, is a little too busy to help me install it this week, and it's a massive fucking TV. So there you go. I want to kill some time there, do a little bit of filler.
All right, anyway, so now winners and losers?
Let's do winners and losers. Let's start with losers for you then.
For me, it's WWE for letting Neville, not Neville, of course.
Austin Aries.
Austin Aries, yes,
Neville counts too, but.
For letting Austin Aries get away from them. Now he's back in Impact. Congratulations.
And first night back, he's their world fucking champion.
Because of course he is. He's becoming world champion ever. He's the Defiant champion as far as I can remember. He's still champion. Like, he just shows up at places like, okay, I'm just going to win your world title now.
Hey, Defiant Wrestling, very nice. Can I have his belt now? Okay, thank you. Hey, Pete Dunne.
Is that just going to be his gimmick now? He just shows up and just wins the title on his first night?
Oh God, he's facing Pete Dunne.
Well, I'll tell you what style he's not winning.
Hey, Pete Dunne, that's a nice belt you got. Be a shame if someone were to take it.
There's a higher chance of AJ Styles being a man than him taking my belt.
We really need Shin Tiger Curl for that.
Yes, we do.
We do. Where is everybody tonight?
I assume there must be a huge stream going on or something like that.
I know they're doing awesome games done quick during the week and weekend.
Oh, yeah, I could definitely see that drawing quite a few people in. There's been some very interesting speed runs going on.
So if you're on Twitch, hey, go ahead, support them, give them a buck. It's all. I believe I don't have the actual information on hand, but I know it is a thing that is raising money to kill cancer. I know,
which is all good for me. That's all good by me.
Oh, and PAX. Yeah, PAX is going on right now.
Oh yeah, there's convention. Yeah, I forgot conventions.
There's cons.
Last week was MagFest. This week's is PAX. So a lot of conventions going on.
That's understandable. Any other losers, by the way, or are you good?
I'm good for the moment.
All right. For me, I got to give one for Paige. Just I feel bad for her.
Don't give her the loser. Jerk.
Well, not in the just not in the say that she is a loser. I just feel bad for her. It's like 1 week you're on Raw, you're back, you got the pop, and then a week later, sorry, career's over. Your neck's too fucked up. Plus, keep in mind it's not all weight confirmed. So, and Facebook Watch because it's US only. Fuckers. Fuckers.
Oh yeah, Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's video service is only available to Americans, unfortunately. At least at the moment.
Fuckers. That's all I'm going to say.
I think it's because it's still a very new service that they're trying out, and so they don't want to overload their servers.
Which is smart.
It's the same that happened with the WWE Network.
That is, yeah, pretty much. Soft launch.
That's essentially what what they're doing there. That's what they're doing with like all the new content with WWE and whatnot. Is just putting stuff out there just to sort of test things out, test the waters.
Which makes sense.
Just kind of sucks for people not in the United States for this. But you know what? On the bright side, you have a better government than me, so I think really in the end you're winning.
I mean, you know you got a shitty government where the head of that federal government is calling places like what was it, Haiti?
Yeah.
A shithole country. That's an actual quote, by the way. That's not me making the joke. That's what Trump actually fucking said.
I hate our president so fucking much. Let's get some winners going.
Yeah, let's get some winners going. But yeah, your winners there, good sir.
Winners, I'll have to go with Austin Aries for getting so much gold, like getting all the gold.
Yeah,
and just making the best of his career at the moment.
Austin 2 belts. I think at this point he's going for 3. I think he's going for that picture with Ultimo Guerrero or something like that.
Ultimo Dragon.
Ultimo Dragon.
As far as I can tell, Ultimo Guerrero never held that many belts.
It was Ultimo. That one picture with all of the belts.
Yeah, it was Ultimo Dragon, not Ultimo Guerrero. That's a completely different wrestler.
I was thinking of Ultimo Guerrero because he's part of the Fantastica Mania thing that Gordon Hall. I'll watch because it's New Japan, but you know. Anyway, for me, Mark Henry.
Yep.
That goes without saying.
The biggest shame of Mark Henry is that he spent most of his career as just sort of a background guy.
Which, like, you would think as the strongest man in the world, you would think he'd have more of, he'd have more exposure.
Yeah, I remember the interview Paul Heyman did on the Awesome Podcast. I was on the network that one time where Paul Heyman pretty much talked about how he would book Mark Henry. And he would just have him just do something basic like a headlock and make it the world's most dangerous headlock because he's so strong that whenever he locks it in, everyone just taps out immediately. Something so simple like that. And that's just brilliant.
Yeah. That's Heyman for you.
Yeah, although he did use some very simplistic finishers. Like, all he do is pick someone up, slam them, and then body splash for a finish. Good stuff. Still very simple, but still very effective. I just wish maybe he could have had 1 or 2 more runs in the main event scene. I don't know.
I just had a happy thought in my head. You know, we were talking about Austin Aries going after all the belts. You know, maybe he's going for that Ultimo Dragon picture. What if one of the belts in that picture is the DDT's Iron Heavy Metalweight Championship?
Wouldn't surprise me. Nothing would surprise me with that belt anymore. Nothing. They've had inanimate objects.
He's got the PJ. One day he'll have like all the belts, like the Evolve belt, the PWG belt, the Impact World belt, the Defiant World belt. And then just that one. They're all nice and shiny, and there's the Iron Heavy Metalweight just right there, hanging out in the corner, all floppy and all internet happy. It's just a happy thought in my head. I don't know what it is. Matt Hardy and Anthem for finally saying, all right, let's just shake hands, let's move away. Let's end this petty thing and then move along. Also, Matt Hardy for Vanguard 1.
Yeah,
I knew you'd come.
It took the better part of a year, but cooler heads finally prevailed.
Yes. Yes, sir. Anyway, that is it, folks. Told you it was going to be a short show. Here's what's going on. Well, actually, before I do anything else, TW, you're working on a new video, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm working on a new video.
Yeah.
It's a Patreon request, and it'll be coming out hopefully within the next 72 hours.
All of these, so watch out for T-Dub's YouTube channel. YouTube.com/C/TWK Reviews. And of course tomorrow, the Helmsman with Tony Helms and the crew. Doing more stuff and things online with video game stuff. Sunday, we're back on a regular schedule of Tokyo Rifts Live. It'll be it'll be Kamen Rider Build, Cure Ranger, Uchikechi Kaban, and Ninja Sentai Hurricaneer. On Monday, The Shades Place is playing more Illusion of Gaia. On Tuesday, Rift Down with TWK and the crew. Watching SmackDown Live as it happens. On Wednesday, y'all thought we were done with the Chaos thing, didn't you? Yeah, we're still doing Warhammer: The Enemy Within. Home stretch though. That boss fight though. Holy shit. On Thursday, we were back last Thursday with a Ranger recap, but of course it's Classic Edition, so we're taking it's 1 day, week on, 1 week off. We were, however, back. We riffed Jungle Fury Episode 3, Sigh of the Tiger. There you go. And of course, we'll be back here on Friday. I believe we're doing the preview of Raw 25, I think, next week.
Yep, preview for Raw 25 next week.
I think we might do another countdown. Our favorite Raw moments, maybe.
Yeah, it's going to be the show with like 50 legends on it. Jesus.
Hey, that's T-Dub just said it right there. I'm not going to say anything else. But hey, if you're on YouTube, hey, go head over to our Twitch.tv account over at Twitch.tv/RVT Entertainment. We are transitioning to that. So hey, hit up subscribe, support the channel, because the more money we make on that Twitch, the more the production gets better. And hey, in this case, Shades needs the money. Of course, if you're on YouTube on demand, of course, you get that like button, hit that subscribe button, all of that jazz, hit that little bell so you don't miss another thing. And that's about it. That's about it. Big thank you for LPH for donating. By the way, if you guys want to donate or help us out in any way, shape possible, patreon.com/JWK Reviews, ko-fi.com/Matty Jay, coffee.com/Matty Jay. That's my tip jar. Pay $3 or $5 in there. It'd be much appreciated. But that will do for the gimmick. We thank you very much for tuning in on the show and checking out what we do as we usually do and all that hoodoo. Much appreciated. Hey, if you're going for that cold snap like I am right now, please stay safe. Just in general. But until then, on behalf of my good buddy TWK.
Until next time, this is TWK and TWK Reviews, telling you to work your gimmick.
My name's Matty Jay, reminding you how professional wrestling supports your independent promotion. As soon as possible, we shall talk to you later. We'll talk to you next week. Oh, good stuff. Have a good one, have a safe one. Bye-bye, everybody, bye-bye!
he's facing, oh, fuck yeah, Senshi!
Yeah.
Oh, God, the World Warrior!
Mortal Kombat!
That was awesome. That went really long.
Yeah.
Like 30 seconds of Mortal Kombat.
Nice.